Lisa.
I'm Christine.
And we're the RawBroads. Today, we're going to talk to you about pregnancy. Not necessarily whilst you're raw, or whilst you're raw vegan, or whatever it is. It's just like her experience with pregnancy. As you may know, I haven't had any babies yet, so she's definitely the expert on pregnancy. So, there you go. Take it away.
So, yeah, because someone had asked us to do a video on pregnancy. So I wrote down a few things that I went through my 2 pregnancies, and so I just thought I'd share it with you. It's also ironic that this viewer had asked us to do this pregnancy video, and Lisa asked me to discuss it because we are expecting our 3rd baby.
I was going to ask you, congratulations!
I didn't tell Lisa.
See, we had a discussion the other day, and it was so cute because she was like, you know, I can't be pregnant because, you know, it's just the food I'm eating. It's just the food I'm eating. And so I was like, yeah, well, you know, you should maybe get a pregnancy test anyway. And she's like, well, I think I'm going to wait. And so what made you decide to go for it, to try to give it a shot?
When I realized that I was having hot banana peppers for breakfast, I decided, well, I'm going to take a pregnancy test, and I did.
Craving?
So, yeah. And both my first and second pregnancies, hot peppers, jalapeno peppers, all the way, like, until I just couldn't get any more because the heartburn got too bad. So, anyways, when I was having hot peppers for breakfast, and like, I thought, well, maybe I'm not just having digestion issues. Maybe maybe there's something else going on, because I've been suspecting, like, I don't know, just having really sluggish digestion and just really, like, I don't know, like not feeling 100%, like. So, anyways, I thought, and I even consulted Lisa. I said, because she's had her gallbladder removed, and I thought maybe it could be, something like that. Maybe I'm having problems. Today I just thought I'd talk to you about my last 2 pregnancies, and also about my future goals, and what I'd hope for my next pregnancy, or for this pregnancy. This pregnancy.
Is she saying she's going to have a 4th one? I don't know. Stay tuned.
Yes. So my first pregnancy was with my daughter. My second one was with my son. I was just eating a regular standard American diet for both of them. Even like, especially for my son, I felt like I ate and drank a lot of dairy products. For whatever reason, I felt like I needed more, and I really consumed a lot. And so, I mean, whether or not that had anything to do with his colic later on, after he was born, I don't know, but hopefully, we'll see with this one. Hopefully the diet will, like.
Yeah, I think, where you're eating a lot more vegan cuisine and gourmet vegan and stuff like that. I think even with that, it's going to help your pregnancy.
My son had really bad colic after he was born, and when I was doing a lot of research on it, I read up that, first, colic can be caused by milk products or allergies, etc., etc. But 1, milk products, and number 2, that if the baby's not on you constantly, like in 3rd world countries, babies are always like in a like sling or something like that, always in the parents, and they don't even really know what colic is. So anyway, that'll probably be one of my goals for number 3. So both my first and second pregnancies, I both gained about 45 to 50 pounds, which is a lot. It's a lot more than I should have gained. Really, I mean, I should have gained maybe 20 or so.
You were saying.
So it was a lot more weight, and 10 of those pounds were like in the first trimester. And I mean, really, by the time you figure out you're pregnant, like half the first trimester is gone. So, but I would gain like 10 pounds like this, because it was like, oh, I'm pregnant, like I'm allowed to eat now, like, and I would just like I would just eat. And so next thing you know, like I'd be at my first doctor's appointment and I've already gained 10 pounds. So I'm hoping to not do that this time around. And I find that I'm not giving into those cravings as much.
Were you doing like green juices or green smoothies? You said you were on the standard American diet.
Absolutely.
So now I can guarantee you that when she's doing green smoothies and green juices, you're going to be pumping that baby full of nutrients.
I find I'm not even craving, like, because, well, actually a few weeks ago, Lisa and I did a video on binging and
mushroom soup.
And yeah, and I just couldn't stop eating this mushroom soup that I made. It had barley in it. It was just like, you know, I think it was the saltiness of it. I don't know, I just find I have a thing for salty food, but I just couldn't stop eating it. And I found that now, like, what I've been doing is after my green smoothie in the morning, well, first I wake up, I have my glass of water with some probiotics.
Banana peppers.
Well, no, I'm slowing down on the banana peppers here. I've already gone through a jar and a half in a couple days. After I have my probiotics, I have make myself a green smoothie. After the green smoothie, I'll try like have like a handful of nuts or like a small handful of mung beans or some kind of like higher protein, you know, a little snack or something. And I find since I've been doing that, like I haven't had like these like crazy like binge cravings, and I don't know, for me it's been keeping it really in check, so I'm really glad with that. And
that's really awesome. That's quite a huge update from the last time. And to add just a little bit with the binge, with me, mine's actually been getting better as well. Because of the juices, it happened, if it happens, it was only like at nighttime and once a day, not like 3 times a day. And so, and now I haven't even really been binging in the last couple of days. Last night I did, I can't say I didn't last night, but the nights before that, it wasn't like huge binges. I'm really, really proud of myself.
Excellent. Good for you, Lisa.
I think we're starting to rub off on each other. Like she said, she's been making juices, and as you saw in our last video of, you know, her son, and does Tally help you as well a little bit?
A little bit. She'll help sometimes. Usually she's not up yet, so.
So yeah, he's helping her, and it's like amazing when you can get your kids in on this too, especially, you know, if you're pregnant and they're helping you, it makes things just a lot easier. Instead of them, you know, running around the house while you're trying to make your juice, it'll just flow that much easier.
Oh yeah, yeah. They like to do everything that we do, so.
That's amazing.
So with my first baby, labor was extremely difficult, really long. It was about 5 days of non-active labor, having contractions about every 20 minutes, which is not considered active labor until it's every 10 minutes. So that was really tough. And then I was in labor for, like active labor for, I don't know, I can't remember now, maybe about 11 hours or 12 hours or something like that.
Ouch.
So, yeah. So really kind of tough. My second baby, naturally a lot easier. 7 hours from beginning to end. No like non-active labor, just, you know, pretty much the real thing all the way through.
Do you remember what might have been the key factor in making it an easier labor? Any like sort of ways you were eating or certain things that you were doing? Can you remember anything such as like?
No, just the fact that I've already had a baby. It does, naturally, it's easier to have your second baby versus your first baby.
I guess preparing you mentally too, you kind of know what's coming. You can expect, you know.
Your body knows what to do, and
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So my first baby was 8 pounds 3 ounces. My second baby was 8 pounds 14 ounces, so almost 9 pounds. My first baby I breastfed 8 months. Second one I breastfed 17 months. My first baby, the weight loss was really easy. I was probably one of those moms that you hate because I lost it pretty much all, you know, within, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months it was all gone. And even like within a matter of weeks I had maybe like 10 pounds to lose, if that. So it really came off easy the first time. Second time, not so took me, well, over a year. Yeah, Ben was over a year before I even lost those last 20 pounds, and I'm only 5'4", so
And
20
how did you
pounds
do the last 20 pounds? I think we had mentioned that in another video, but just for the people who haven't seen the video.
Last 20 pounds, I started, a friend of mine just shared her diet plan with me, and it was, and basically she was just watching out for high glycemic foods, cutting them out at supper time. So no like refined carbs, no pastas, like, if you're gonna have, and not to forget that like a portion is like 3/4 of a cup. So if you're having a bowl of cereal in the morning, even if it's in the morning, like if your bowl is like this, it's probably more than a portion.
If your bowl looks like Mount Everest, it's definitely more than a portion.
Exactly. So it was to take like, 3/4 of a cup, add some banana,